Peace. Peace to the divine infinite consciousness, the divine infinite awareness. Yo, I just gotta build on the fact and the science of a lot of God and devil different analogies, how everybody kind of talking about, you know. So it's that low flying plane and shit, they doing the damn thing. Anyways though, yeah, so you know, people saying, yo, God is the devil, this, that, and the third. Reality shit, the devil is God, but that's a whole nother ball game when it comes to that one. The thing is that the source is at the root of it all. So the source is the power, like the electricity. You got to look at it. You can use it for all kind of shit. You can use it for a microwave. You can use it for you know, any kind of appliance, your refrigerator, your beat machines, your computers, or whatever, you know what I mean? You do all that shit. And, but it's still the source though, the power that you got, that you're using it for. Depends on what and how you use it. Now, the moment you end up using the mug in a now cipher way, it begin to crumble on itself because it's not right and exact with the pattern of life. If it don't go in exact with the seed of life, then the flower of life, and the egg of life, then it's just not it's not gonna last. It's not true, and it's not evident. So pretty much the source is where you get all the power from, and you have a higher source, the one you tap into every night when you rest. You're slipping into a dimensional shift when you do these things. You're a multi-dimensional being, and they learn how to kind of lock you in this reality through different sensory overloads. And how they do this, they create dopamine in your brain on certain things that is like fucking outsane and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's crucial to understand what the source is, or the God is. So the God source is the one that's vibrating. He's able to communicate with, or she, whichever, or is able to communicate with multiple worlds at multiple different times. This is a mastermind in the flesh. So now when they say, yo, praise God, there's nobody in between you and God. But however, you do have ancestry guides, you got spirit guides, and things that's it. Those, I ain't gonna say anything else, is just someone striving to channel you. And they're trying to channel and get into you. And those are them lower fourth dimensional beings. And those beings are the ones who are manipulating this reality. I had to tell them peace and shit because I forgot which way I had to turn. See, you got to dry mouth. Let me drink some water. That was a cardinal right there. And, yeah, so you know, 91 degrees outside. Shit, I'm like the only one out. A couple of you say species. Let me say, you can say it scientifically, recessive species, which generate recessive thoughts and recessive behaviors. So it's a low vibrational behavior. You just gotta raise your vibration. Some nigga friends or something. Nah, I mean that in a good way though, you know what I'm saying? That's how everybody do. That's how everybody learn and get in tune with themselves. Let me switch my whoop. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's who you tap into. And I mean, as far as like on that note, and they realize that you calling for help and shit, so they gonna be like, yo, here I am, let me be your savior, you know what I'm saying? And so they offer to be your savior all the goddamn time. And so you put that energy into them instead of putting it into yourself. And that's what I'm saying. You can't be wasting your nut and all that shit. You can make a woman, orgasm, make her happy, keep her happy, because she's a multi-orgasmic creature, and she's multi-dimensional as well. She's just that gender, you know what I'm saying? So, you can do that, and as a man, shit, you just gotta master yourself. And that's how you keep your libido high. And, do the man kegels, the jelking, you know what I'm saying? Things that keep your divine eye on point. And your prostate. Keep your prostate gland function properly. Because in the near futures of certain people, of older men, they go and get checked out a little bit for their, for their prostate problems and shit. Not able to hold urine and shit. Not able to take a piss right. And shit just leaking out, shit like that. So, you gotta be careful. Let me sit right here and ground for a second. Get some sun on my binag. You know what I'm saying in that? Yeah, Alright, so yeah, that was a nice pine cone that just hit the ground. So, that is, the pine cone is something else. And that just lets you know what reality really is. I think it was this one. Or this one. Was it this one? I don't know. But I'm sure. The Fibonacci code, you know what I'm saying? What they wanna break down. You know what I'm saying? Something that we like already knew already. Gotta find my spot. See this right here? I got some grass up in there. Damn. This right here is the Fibonacci code. Is that you know what the source is. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw this on the way. How each petal on each leaf is layered. Look at the shape. You see the 5-point star? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. And so on and so forth up until 144. And this is the symbol of yourself manifesting these things for you to experience. The vast you, the real you. The one that's connected to the Most High. So, and at the same time, the sacred geometry forms the egg of life in the womb when you're a baby. And these things improve the beginning of the stages of physical life and matter. So it's all about the shapes. These are definite clues. Perfection. If it's not with this, it's not of this world. It won't be able to stand if it's not perfection. These dimensions can go on into infinity. It's an irrational number. See? How everything lines out. The spiral. The eye in the middle. Crucial. You get one and pick one up. You'll see exactly who you really are. You got, not only in that shape, they're in plants, octagonal shapes. Also in volcanoes, the volcanoes are not naturally to this plane. They don't make natural earth and then grass grow like they try to say. These are species who are covering up their dirty religion, and shielding it. And what the hell that they're doing, and taking the minerals and the vitamins and all the substances, the precious golds at the bottom of the oceans that's way over there in Volcano Alley. So, in that Volcano Alley, hey, that's a whole line. So, they were doing a lot of excavation over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a lot of tsunamis that's going down. So my peoples, they don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? It's just man experimenting with high explosives, causing these earthquakes, causing these tsunamis. So yeah, you know, the world is it's on point. You know what I mean? It's changing, and the beings that are now starting to mix up divinely for the new race, the new root race that's coming. So divinely prepare your gene for that. Store the information up. Now that you're here, it turned into this game. The other game of the slavery thing, that just had to happen. It's just plain and simple. It's the sad shit, man. You know what I mean? And it's in our genes, especially if we experience that as a soul or a spirit, and happen to come back this time around and still trying to fight for it hard. The only way you can do it is if you get your shit together. Save self. And God help those who help themselves. Remember that. Peace. I love you. Subscribe.